welcome beautiful people out there. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you a prediction reading for the 12th of September. Now, we know there's a lot going on globally. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe, and I do just let my guides channel through to you pretty much and get messages to you, so stay watching. Don't forget to hit those like buttons and comment. You know I love to hear from you guys. Okay, first up, I just wanted to talk about the global walkout. The global walkout is a way that people are finding globally to push back against government. If you're interested in doing that, last week, the first part of the global walkout was to use cash for a week. It's on Reignite Democracy Australia YouTube channel. If anyone wants to go check out Monica, she's sort of doing that. She's from Victoria, in Melbourne here, the most locked down city in the world. Yes. Oh, God. So the new one just came out today. So this week they're saying try and support small businesses if you can. So instead of, for example, going and buying your veggies and your groceries and things at big corporate, maybe go and support your local greengrocer or your smaller chemists or your smaller sort of businesses instead of just the corporate businesses. So that's the step 2 for the global walkout, if anybody's interested. And I think that's a good idea because we do need to support small businesses a lot more. As we know, that's their plan, is to wipe them all out. Okay, so that's step 2 of the global walkout, if anyone's interested in doing these things, because that's how we can push back against government. On the video, they actually had a Netherlands farmer talking today about how they're really coming after the farmers now. So it's just a crazy world. It really is. Anyway, let's get started. I'll close my eyes and we'll just see what comes up. I'm getting this song. They're singing me this song, Glory, Glory, Hallelujah. That glory, glory, hallelujah. Is that English? I'm not sure. But I am getting that song. So if that song has any meaning for you guys, it's almost showing me too in the visual that they're giving me. It's like this boat sailing out on the ocean. So it's like disappearing. And that could also, I guess, be around the Queen passing over and moving on. I mean, you've obviously had her vehicle going through the streets over there. So I am getting that. It's starting to get more closure. I mean, you still got a way to go over there, I know. But it's the procedure. They're starting to go through the procedure now, because we know it's all going to be a bit of a process. Like I said, they haven't even had the funeral yet, so that's coming as well. But I am getting that glory, glory, hallelujah. That's what I'm getting. Okay, let's see where else we go today. Now I'm getting that someone very prominent is standing up and fighting back. And it's saying it could almost be on a celebrity status. Like, we know a lot of these celebrities have been too scared to speak out. We know it. But I am getting that there's this celebrity who wants to speak out. They're kind of not afraid anymore. That's what I'm getting. And they're very well known. Very well known. Hang on a sec. It's like they're kind of showing me this person's going to kind of lead this fight back. And this could be like another group. It could be a group of like celebrities or people that have a lot of status and influence. Hopefully not influencers, but they've got influence. These celebrity people are starting to fight back. And that's a good thing, because that would really put the spotlight on these government elites and leaders, because a lot of people look at celebrities and what they have to say, because they're tired of all this too. You got to remember, everybody's tired of all this. It's not just us that's tired of all this. All these other people are tired of all, because now they're starting to panic and get fear because they know, hang on, something's wrong here. Something's wrong. See, they know it. They know it in their gut. Now, let's see what else we get. I just keep getting that. There's this person, and they're quite a star. They have a very squeaky clean image. So they've got a clean image that people would respect. So when they come out and say something, people are going to take notice. I do feel like it's a male energy. I honestly do. I mean, we know there's a lot of people now who do like speak out a lot around spiritual practices. We've got Jim Carrey, we've got Matthew McConaughey. There's a lot of people who do have quite a significant voice. Look at Bono from U2 even. I'm just getting there's someone like that sort of level and status that's going to come out. It's probably towards the end of this month, I think. And they're going to start having their say because they're just seeing all the injustice and what's happening. And globally, it's just not sitting right. See, everybody's tired. Everyone is exhausted. Honestly, the energy I'm getting this morning, everyone is over the BS and having to fight these battles. They are. Oh, it's just getting ridiculous. Hang on. So I'm definitely getting that. Someone with some sort of celebrity status. They have a good stage presence. For some reason I'm getting Macron in France. He's taking this all to the next level now. I do feel like Macron's ramping things up in France. People are so tired of this. They are. Sorry, guys. The people have just had enough. And they are uprising. Macron's going to push the boundaries now. I do feel like he's really making that charge forward with his agenda. And people don't like it. See, this is what's going to happen. We knew it was going to happen. When all this distraction's happening with the Queen and everything that's going on, this is their opportunity to, like, implement, bring things out, do things, like, by stealth, as we always know. And that's what I'm getting from Macron now. He's cunning. He's bringing things out while the people are distracted. We knew it was going to happen. But he's going to get some uprising that he's not really expecting, I think, in France. God, I'm getting Munich. I get Belgium. I get Greece, Ireland. I really feel that these fightbacks are coming. We know it's not going to be on mainstream media. They're not going to put it on mainstream media. God, it's so frustrating, isn't it? So we'll all have to share all this, guys. That's what I'm getting. I've been sharing a lot of stuff around the WEF and just to get people to put their eyes on it. Because once they like watch one video, as we know, it draws you to other things and you suddenly just go, what's going on? And if we can just plant those little seeds of doubt and and sort of highlight to people what's going on, maybe, just maybe, they'll start to see it a little quicker. Oh, God, they're so tired. These people are so tired because you got to remember, they don't know what's going on. See, we know what's going on. We have seen all this for such a long time, and then we only see a portion of it. But these people are still trying to work out how this all connects. Like, how is this all happening at once is the question that they're asking, as you would. Hang on a sec. Let's see what else we get. Yeah, there's a lot going on in the capitals. They're really focusing on the cities. They are. They're working on the cities now. They're working on we know it's the smart cities, but they're working on the restructuring of the cities. They're trying to implement it in a way that doesn't disturb and frighten people, though. They're trying to really focus. Oh, God. We had Albanese, I think it was yesterday or the day before or something, here, and he was talking about the renewables, speaking of, and he was talking about how it's going to be just so brilliant because you will have your solar panels on your house, he said, and then you can just charge your car up overnight. It's going to be that easy. That's what he said. Like, as if. We know nothing's that easy, and we know they're going to be sucking into all our power and we're going to be getting credit scored for everything, and it's not going to be like we're running separate and all. We're all independent from the government grids and everything. It's never going to happen. We know that, but they're just liars, aren't they? They trick people into getting all this solar stuff. Oh, yes. And remember I said they're serving things up on the silver platter the other week? Yes. And they're going to reward people and everything. Yes. If you get the solar panels on your house now, you're going to get a $7,000 rebate. Aren't they amazing? These global leaders just serving it up on a platter to make it all enticing for people to come and get it. Oh. They're so predictable. Even we know this. You don't even need to be a psychic to know all this, do you? God, it's that predictable. Same old reward system. Like I said, put your stars on the star chart for all the good people that are doing all the right things. Let's hope they don't and become the naughty children like us. I'll see where else we go today. See, a lot of these people are still feeling belittled because they feel like they're not in the loop. They feel like government's not keeping them in the loop, which we know they're not, but they're feeling belittled. It's almost showing me like the government's offering them a chocolate, like out of a box, and they want to take the chocolate, but then the government pulls it away from them. But it's you've got to do this in order to get the chocolate. So it again, this is what the people are seeing now. It's like to have something good, you have to do something else. So there's always a catch, isn't there? As we know, nothing's free. So that's what I'm getting. It's like they want to, these people waking up want to take the chocolates, but they know there's always a catch. And they know that now because as we all know here, sorry, I got itchy foot. As we know here, it was like the jab. They got promised the world, but there was always a catch. There was always more jabs to come. Or you had to get your app on your phone and then sign in everywhere. So there was all these catches. So now these people have hesitation about taking the chocolates from government because they know that there's going to be catches. Gosh, do you think, honestly, they would know government is not going to let them put solar panels on their roof and just be independent and just drive a little car around as if. We know how it all works. It's just so obvious now, honestly. And remember, they're not in the psychosis for this. So they're seeing it. A lot of people work in the industries. They know it. So this is what we're getting. Honestly, they think people are stupid, don't they? Oh, it drives me crazy. All right, let's see what else we get. Now, I'm getting for us, we're capturing a lot of moments. So I feel like it's like showing me that we've got this like camera, not our iPhones, because we've got an old-fashioned camera, a normal camera, and we're just taking like snapshots of our life. So it's like we're creating these visuals. I always talk about us creating our lives and visualizing and manifesting our lives moving forward, and that's what we're doing. We're trying to capture joyous moments, and we really are. God, we got that Fred Astaire visual yesterday of him dancing and sashaying around the dance floor because we're feeling this free energy and we're letting life flow through us, and we're enjoying simple things. We're getting on with it. We're still sharing and planting seeds and all that, but we're not completely consumed by it. Like, yes, it is a portion of our life, and I think it always will be until a lot of people wake up, but we're still getting on with it. I think most of you here would agree that we've found our happy place. So that's what I'm getting. We're taking snapshots of our life now. And they're like, and the guys are saying they're like happy snaps. So they're like snaps when you look back at your photo albums or whatever. They're often happy snaps of a holiday or happy snaps of when your kids were small. Well, we're taking more happy snaps now. We're not stuck in the narrative of like fear, anxiety, doom and gloom and those pictures. Imagine what some of these people's pictures would have been. If you think of the visual photo albums of like people waking up and us, ours would be very different. It'd be us on Gillian's Island or laying in our hammocks drinking coconut cocktails, climbing mountains. It's all this happy joy. But you've got these people over here who are rolling up, in their photos, they're probably rolling up their sleeve, getting another jab, looking like this. you know, and then they've got their mask on in one photo and they're all fearful, and then there's another photo of someone looking at monkeypox like this, and you know, that's their photo album. Not ours. So we're capturing happy snaps again, and I think that's probably true. We really are starting to enjoy our lives again, aren't we? And these people, they want to change the film and get happy snaps again. They do. And that's a good thing, because we need them to do that, change the film, don't we? Hang on, let's see if there's something to close with today. Yeah, it's showing me, it's saying everyone's wanting to push back. We know they're wanting to push back, but it's getting them to push back. Look, a lot of people are, and we talk about these truth movements and people coming together, and we know that they are, but it's showing me like this big like tsunami wave wants to push back against government. But see, what we've got to remember is there's still a lot of confusion, because see, a lot of these people, they don't understand. They're just not understanding that all this is connected. They're sort of thinking, oh, who's really implementing all this? Like, is it government, or is it big corporate, or is it a pharmaceutical company? Like, these people haven't quite worked it out. Mind you, it's not that hard to really work out, is it? But until they do all their research, they're not going to connect everything together. Look at the thing I put on Facebook the other day with Santa Claus and Charles had the same visual, and it was about WEF and the connections there, which we all know that Charles is big into the reset. We all know it. These people don't know it. They're not even aware. So that got fact-checked and, of course, taken down and told, I got the thing on it saying, oh, this is misinformation. And, of course, they send that to all your friends and everything too, because whoever you posted it, I'm so used to it now, I don't really care. And all my people see it all the time. They think I'm the biggest conspiracy theorist ever out, as you guys probably get told as well by everybody. But I've got no friends really left anyway, only you guys out there, so it doesn't really matter. But I will always continue to tell the truth. I mean, that's why we get the patch on our Maverick jackets about stay in your truth. Because we have to, because it's who we are, and we see the truth. And we know these people are so bloody confused, they're trying to work it all out. Oh, and when everything's getting fact-checked and taken off, it's very hard for them to get to that information, especially now that the Queen has died. They've become more strict on Facebook and all that. They really have. They've got tighter and tighter. It's hard to get that info out there and share anything. So this is what we've got to remember, that these people don't know sort of who to fight back against or how. They're still working out the how. Well, we've got a lot of strikes and things. I always say that here. But they're just confused about what to do. If only they stood up in the beginning. But that mass psychosis, unfortunately, trapped a lot of people. So we've got these people over here just totally confused. I keep talking about them like scratching their head going, oh, what's going on? I don't understand why interest rates are going. I don't understand. So that we've got a lot of this I don't understand, and who do I fight back against? See, it's not easy, is it? We could tell them. We tried to show them yesterday in the fighter jet simulation or whatever it was, teaching them some tricks. They just need to ask us and we'll guide them. Oh, if only. They don't talk to us, so half of them anymore, do they? Because they think we're completely nuts. I'll see if there's something to close with today. Yeah, and the guides are just saying, like, we have to keep on keeping on. We've just got to get over here, live our best life, keep getting on with it. Like the guides keep saying, these people are waking up. It is at a snail's pace. We know it's like the slowest thing in the world. It's like so slow, isn't it? But there is movement forward, and we have to take that as a positive. Hang on a sec. They're moving forward. And the guides are saying there's some like really big movements. like even we will be surprised when these movements really start marching forward, how big they are. They're actually quite a lot of people coming together. Can you imagine all the people that have been vaccine injured if they started to find their voices and came together? There would be an enormous amount of people. There would, if they found that strength in numbers. The other thing that I'm getting at the minute is that we do have to be very aware of the distractions. We know how big this Queen dying distraction is. It is mega. And they're going to milk this a lot. They're going to drag it on. I turned the TV on last night. I was telling a few of you, and I'm sure you guys are the same. Every single channel. Couldn't even find anything. Oh, thank God I've got Netflix. But every channel. It's on all day, every day. Flashbacks, just, oh my gosh. It is just, it's bombarding, isn't it? There's no break from it. So we know they're going to milk this for weeks and weeks and weeks as they roll everything out. We know how it works. Hang on a second. Yeah, and I guess that's what the guides are saying, like someone has to get the ball rolling. And this is the global leaders. I always say they're kind of competing with each other, and that's probably why I got Macron today. But they are competing with each other. They can't, I sound like an American. They can't help themselves. Oh, maybe that's a sign. Maybe there's a bit going on in America. There needs to be. I think Biden's it's time to exit, isn't it? Oh, although we know he's not really pulling the strings. He's just a little puppet up the front, isn't he? It's just beyond sad, that whole thing. What's his wife thinking, honestly? So degrading, isn't it? Anyway, that's the kind of sick world we're living in. But all the while the pandemic was on, remember, it was like, we've got to look after the elderly and really respect them, and you're not respecting your elderly and all that. And then look what they do with Biden. They just leave him in there and totally in cognitive decline and don't even care about him, like just looking like a total fool. Like such lies and double standards, isn't it? Anyway, hang on a sec. Yeah, and people are out crying. These people are out crying. They want respite from all of this. It's too much. I keep saying it. It's too much. Not for us, because we're not in it. We do get affected. I'm not saying we don't get affected. But I always say, it's like when you see things coming, you're more stable. You have an ability to handle things because you know it's coming. Like we just, if nothing else here, we do laugh at this utter garbage that we're being fed and people are being fed. It's absolutely ludicrous what they're doing with the world. It is. And they've incorporated no little people, of course. We don't have any say in it all. But then they say that we do because we're the ones that voted in the leaders and everything. So they'll blame us. They'll say, well, you voted them in. But as we all know, I don't think we did. I think it's all a bit of a, as we all know here, a bit rigged when it comes to the voting, isn't it? Hang on a sec. Now, they're saying to me that people are herding like cattle. So, but they're no longer in the cattle yard. They're still roaming free on the hills, but they're herding together in groups. And that's great. That's what we want to hear. This is the people waking up. These are the truth movements. These are the people fighting back. They're coming together. It's like the cows are now herding together and creating their own movement. Oh, it's what we need to hear, isn't it? So this is happening. I might leave you with that today, just a little bit of food for thought about these movements. And I know it's as slow as a snail, but try and hang in there. Things are changing. Gosh, look how far we've come from the beginning of the year. I mean, a lot of us here didn't think any of the truths would come out, but there are a lot of truths coming out. And now the biggest truth of all is that the reset is rolling out in front of people's eyes and it's landing in people's laps, meaning these people waking up. And now we're not looking so silly anymore. The conspiracy theorists are actually sort of had their finger on the pulse, I would say. So I'm going to leave you with that today. Keep smiling. Have a wonderful day today. Go and take our happy snapshots and keep having our best lives and having fun and getting on with it. And let's encourage these snails to wake up a bit more, a bit quicker. Maybe we feed them some flowers or something, so a trail of flowers so they come towards all the information. Oh my God. All right, I'll say goodbye from Australia. Take care, everybody, and I'll talk to you this afternoon. Bye.